episode 50 of the Sunday Sequence Break. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 3rd of March, and it's Castlevania Harmony of Despair, believe it or not. And we have some special guests with us, as per usual. We have Aftermath.
Hello.
Nope. Is that me?
Yeah, that's your name, isn't it?
I mean...
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, was I not saying it correctly?
No, that's saying it correctly, I guess. Just Skype call quality. My bad. Hello.
Hello. Alright, and then Mecha Richter. Really? You guys sound fine to me. Yeah?
That's alright. We'll do okay.
Okay, fine. Mecha Richter as well is here.
Yo.
There you go. And then, as per usual, we've got PJ.
Oh.
And Feasel.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
And
sorry, my mic
This
is
is
being
most difficult intro yet.
This has been really hard. Is there something I've missed? I don't understand. I don't...
Hey guys, when is the show, by the way?
Yo, do we start now or is it tomorrow? Right. Are we good?
Hey guys, going to the store. Be right back.
Okay, let's just pretend that went perfectly and move on, shall we? What the fuck happens next?
Okay.
Right, let's go. Recap. All right, cool. PJ, can you do a recap for us, please?
I'll do my best.
Okay, perfect. What have you done this last week?
So I did a whole bunch of ActRaiser 2, as usual. Found some new strats and whatnot, but the real star of the show is that Dragon Dark and I have been working on Draken. Just as kind of a casual thing when I'm tired of doing ActRaiser 2 attempts for the night. And basically the route has been developed to the point where we gain 100,000 experience by standing still for 1 minute, kill everybody on my team, and then use exclusively the dead characters' kill stuff. So it's more or less the best RPG that's ever been made.
That makes a lot of sense, I would say.
Yeah, sounds legit, really.
Yeah,
the dead people are probably better fighters than...
Really, no more explanation is necessary. That's about it.
Okay, perfect. Feasel, what have you been doing?
What did I do this week? Besides the usual, so I can tell you all the usual stuff, but let me see, what was fun and interesting? I started playing Ninja Gaiden just for the heck of it.
Yes.
Because I happened to, I don't even know why. It came to me in a dream. I was just like, Fees, you should play Ninja Gaiden. I was like, you're right, Fees. And so I started playing Ninja Gaiden, and basically because I suck at not dying and keeping my items, I ended up starting to learn sword only instead of, the regular any percent. Just because it's sort of like the fallback. You can always do a sword only run, But that's a lot of fun. I really have a whole new appreciation for it. As much as I enjoyed watching the videos of it before, now things I can really tell which of the the extremely tight tricks, and just some of the wall jumping involved is pretty amazing. So that's cool. We'll see where it goes from here. But it's been fun.
You just doing it for fun? Are you planning to join races or something? Or?
I mean, I was just doing it for fun for now, but I could do a couple of races maybe. We'll see how consistent I get at it.
All right. Duckfist?
Let's see. I played Mega Man 4 last Monday and got a PB by a significant margin. Got a, 40-21. So I beat the SDA time by almost 30 seconds, but I'm still about a minute away from the world record. But it was a really good run, out of nowhere. So I was pretty happy with it. But that was Mega Man 4. And I've also started learning Mega Man 5. I have the 8 Robot Masters down. And did the 46 Robot Master race today, which was pretty fun. There was a lot of people. There was 25 people entered, and I placed second right behind Mr. Primal 85,
wow.
who is the resident Mega Man Classic Master. But it was a lot of fun. So it's pretty cool.
Dang.
I like the race. It's a good race to do.
Cool. Which is your favorite of the those 6?
4 is my favorite, but I'm starting to like 5 quite a bit. I'm actually having fun with all of them. I actually learned a couple of zips in Mega Man 1, surprisingly. And it's kind of cool to do.
Oh, nice.
So I'm still pissed at 6. 6 is still the worst, so whatever.
Are zips and that all allowed in that race?
Yeah, it's any percent for sure.
All right.
So.
Okay.
Yep.
Aftermath, what have you been up to?
Not a whole lot, just real casual gaming. I've been playing a lot of Terra, some really bad lolly hentai MMO, and I've been playing Borderlands 2 with a few people.
That's a good game.
Oh, great game.
It took me months to actually finish it, but that's really good.
I played it for an hour, and then Torchlight 2
Yeah, we're doing
came
like
out.
the...
Oh, really?
I haven't gone back to it.
That's dangerous. Those silly Diablo-style games ruin too many. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of the opposite for me. I had Torchlight 2, and then friends got Borderlands 2, and we're like, well, let's go play that instead. So
Yeah. That's the right way around to do it. We got Borderlands 2, and then I was like, sorry, I got to practice for the marathon. No fun allowed. And my friends got really upset. But we finished it eventually. But hey, Mecha Richter, what have you been doing?
yeah, I remember when you got it, you said someone online traded you like 60 million gold. And our first time going online, just random person came up, traded us, got 70 million gold or something like that.
Oh, in Torchlight.
So we've just been doing land since.
Oh. Alright. Yeah, Mecha, sorry, what have you been up to?
Well, I've been doing a lot of Soten past few days because someone from the World Beyond the Walls community found this glitch that basically skips the sword card and having to get the shield rod, which I'll be explaining later and when we go over records. But yeah, the World Beyond Walls community has been like finding out these random glitches all of a sudden, and we've just been screwing around with a lot of them. And one of them in particular was being able to go out of bounds in the prologue and being able to fight Dracula above the steel. It's kind of like Circle and Moon style.
It's so
That's awesome.
It's pretty spectacular. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, we've been routing Pacifist quite a bit. Gameblocks has been helping me a lot, Nuzuru, and a few other people trying to find ways to break it even more. So, yeah, that's basically what I've been doing the past few days.
Yeah, I saw you do a pacifist attempt this morning. How'd that go, man? Or maybe last night? I don't know.
Not too well. Yeah, I think I spent like a half hour trying to farm a heart refresh with 7 luck as opposed to like 50 I usually have, and had no luck. So, can't give up.
7. It's pretty good.
Alright, cool. I didn't really do anything, which is why I skipped my one. So, alright, cool. I guess we should start Game of the Week right now then.
Just dive right in.
I think it'd probably be
Just go for it.
great.
We'll just Castlevania our way into Game of the Week then. Huh?
I don't know.
I don't get
know
it.
about that.
That was a good one. You get it, right? Yeah, it's a good one. So, now this is a Castlevania game, so therefore I know absolutely nothing about it. So, for this one episode, just for the record, PJ is sort of acting as a part guest as well, right?
Sure.
Right? Yeah. So,
Sure.
if one of you, I don't mind which one of you three, explains what this game actually is, because it's a bit different from other Castlevanias, right? In that it's every Castlevania. Yeah. Okay, cool. Aftermath. What is this game?
This game is basically a mashup of all the previous games from like Soten onward. Just using their art to make 6 different stages that you have to rush through and kill a boss, and collect items along the way to make it easier to kill said boss. And then they came out with a bunch of DLC, and it's basically just get a group together and go through the stage and get items. Big grind fest.
Yeah, it is a pretty strong grind fest. That's really what most of the game is, just playing with friends and collecting equipment so you can actually beat the bosses and stuff. If you try playing on like hard difficulty without godly gear, you just won't be able to kill the bosses. It's pretty nice.
Okay, so there's going to obviously be like 1,000 categories for this, but so you can play as multiple characters, right, in this game, or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Geez, I don't even know the total. 10, maybe? Maybe a dozen. There's,
What, of characters?
Soma, Julius,
There's 11.
Richter, yeah. 11? Yes, there's 11 different characters. Yeah. Really, the way that the game is set up isn't really conducive for single segment because there is no, it's literally just separate levels. The game is a menu, and you can select which level to play. So single segment really doesn't make sense, although I guess you could play like one level after the other. And there is no like new game option unless you clear your save file after everything. Because all the items that you get obviously are just saved on your file. You don't have to like collect items within the level to be able to use them. So really all the categories are just like new game plus ILs. And those are separated by character because every character has pretty wildly different abilities. It's pretty surprising.
I think that was one thing you sort of do fail to mention about this game is co-op, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it has 6-player online co-op.
Right.
I think the PSN version has local co-op. I don't remember if it's 6 or 4 though. 4, okay. Yeah, the co-op is like probably the reason that most people play it. It's a lot of fun to play this game online.
Yeah.
It's super addicting.
Okay, so I mean, when you do co-op runs, do you all play as different characters or what?
It varies by level.
Yeah, you can choose whichever character you want.
So you can't play mirrors.
You can't play what? Sorry.
You can't both be the same guy.
Oh yeah,
you can.
You can.
You can.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah, most of the time it's like 5 of the same character and then one guy using Simon. 5 people using Soma.
Soma. There might be one random person that comes in as a Charlotte.
Gets booted from the game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you.
So if you're doing a co-op, oh sorry, go on. I was just asking if you're doing a co-op speedrun. I mean, I imagine you're not all just going to be whatever random character. I mean, you have to. Is there usually one character that works best for everyone involved, or do you want to like specialize to do different tasks? I mean, what is it? How does that work?
The characters aren't very well balanced, so for almost everything, Soma's the fastest. Simon, as you can see with his daggers, can do a lot of damage. So there's not a whole lot of variety in character choice between levels. There's really, I guess, 3 main ones you would use. Soma for the best movement. Julius, he has some movement tricks you get into, but basically there's just a few right at the top of the tier list that have the best movement and attack speeds.
I see.
Okay, so do you split all the ILs by character, right? So I'm going to guess there's like does anybody bother with the not best character or what?
I do. The guy you're watching right now is pretty not fast.
Right.
He really has nothing going for him except he's short. Like that's literally the only thing that he can do. He can do some corner boosts slightly longer than other people. He can squeeze between some enemies a little bit easier. But Simon has like no outstanding abilities unlike the other whip users. So yeah, I use him. Aftermath uses Soma, who's the best. Mecha Richter obviously uses Richter. Richter has some really cool stuff.
Yeah, Richter is really cool.
And there are a lot of Julius users, but none of us use him. And a lot of Charlotte users too. So I'd say most of the characters get used.
All right, cool.
They did a pretty good job with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the history of this game? I mean, I don't even know when it came out, but who's, what's the history of as far as runs go, obviously, who did what, when did they start, who discovered cool stuff, that sort of thing.
A lot of the discoveries for this game, were just from previous Castlevanias. Like, most of the movement and attack options were just already done in Soten and the DS Castlevanias. And then the actual Castlevania specific glitches, or the Harmony Disperse specific stuff was done by Japanese runners mostly, I think. PJ can correct me on it, but I think like most of the zip work and a lot of the early glitches were just random things we saw from Japanese videos.
Yeah. Yeah, the Japanese runners are king at doing the acceleration glitch, which we'll talk about later, but it's absolutely game-breaking. One of the most ridiculous glitches I've ever seen in the game. But almost no Western runners even use it. It's just way too, I'd say inconsistent, but the Japanese runners are ridiculous at it. So there must be something that we just don't understand.
Yeah.
But really, in general, there aren't that many people that speedrun it.
Yeah, like when the game first came out, it was like summer 2010 or something. The main thing was that the levels aren't all that complex, so you pretty quickly know how to go through them. And then the real big find was that Soma can fly with one of his souls. And so then pretty quickly Soma was the best character, and it was just using that flying glitch to go everywhere. And then slowly stuff, let's see. Yeah, there wasn't really anything found until the Japanese went crazy with zipping. Because the actual non-zip stuff is pretty tame as far as glitches go.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So, I mean, records, judging by what you've told me, there's probably no real reason to go through any of them, or even if we know. But I'm going to guess the Japanese have most of the acceleration glitch times, right?
Yeah.
These various Japanese guys. Are these all on a leaderboard as well? I'm guessing.
There surprisingly is no leaderboard for time in the game. There's a leaderboard for score. And I just realized this is my updated IL that I sent. Whoops. There's leaderboards for score, and actually that's it, isn't there?
Yeah, there's leaderboards.
They don't have a time leaderboard.
And they're all really hacked and pretty much useless.
Typical stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then what about times as far as you guys know then? Japanese guys?
Ours are pretty much... Yeah, I mean, some of our times beat their zip times. It's really just... We run non-zip stuff, and they run the zip stuff, and they're monsters at doing the zips, but then suck on the boss fight. It's really weird. You watch any Japanese video, and they're amazing at the zip, but they always have one like really basic like thing they can't do. Like some of them can't do jump kicks, some of them can't attack the boss. So I don't know. It's pretty well.
It's really interesting
as far as records, just right down the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, so Aftermath has all the best times that I've ever seen with Soma. And no one even runs Simon, but I have the best times for non-Soma, basically. Most of my times beat most of the other characters, except for Soma, because I can't do the big skips. Like, you'll see, he does this Yorick jump, which we can talk about later in the tricks, but we may as well say it now. This skull that he's throwing is the Yorick soul. So Soma, when he kills enemies, will get their soul. And it's like a special ability that he can use. And the Yorick soul lets him throw this skull and dive kick off of it. And he can chain them infinitely. Like, literally, there's no limit to how many times he can jump off of it, except for his MP. So he can go, like, wherever he wants. And Simon and most other characters have to find another way to do it. Either aggroing an enemy and dive kick off of him to get up to where he's not supposed to be, or using a variety of other tricks. But Soma can just take a really direct way and jump up there. So his times are always going to be fastest. But as far as no zips go, it's really Aftermath and myself with the fastest times. And then there's this guy on YouTube, I think his account is EDF043. And I don't know if he's the runner or if he's just uploading a bunch of other Japanese videos. But he has, like, all of the other acceleration glitch runs, and they are ridiculous. But we'll show those a bit later.
Right, cool.
And I know
We're not going to bother reading through all the times.
Yeah, no, I don't. I wouldn't want you to.
No.
So should we go to tricks now? Because this thing here about glitches says to do tricks first. So
Yeah.
do you guys just want to crack on and get through it, or? I mean, so it starts off with a sentence which I think could apply to about 100 games, which is dive kick is the most broken thing in the game, right? So dive kicks, right? Mecha, what do you know about dive kicks?
Well, I know, well, for starters, like, it's basically the fastest way to move around. Like, even faster than having the sonic boots, which is almost completely necessary to have to even start speedrunning, because your normal movement speed is ridiculously slow. And the sonic boots, like, it double your speed or almost triple it. And dive kicking, which is also called triangle jumping, just makes it go a little faster, and it's also
Whoa. What just happened?
nice camera.
I gotta rewind that. What?
you can move the camera with the right thumbstick. So that was I was doing
Wow.
just for a quick bit of input. I've been doing attempts at this all for like 3 hours while streaming, and during that one I just got mad and just spun the stick, and it ended up being a good time, and I was like, whatever, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
Just because of the camera.
Yeah, that was the best.
Alright, so triangle jumping is faster, so is dive kicking fast for every character?
The ones that can use it, not surprisingly, Charlotte and Yoko can't double jump, so... Well, they can double jump, they can't jump kick, so they're pretty much the worst characters just for that.
Yeah.
So they can literally just walk.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
what
much.
And they can, like, backdash, but I think that's slower than Sonic boots.
Is walking in this game as absolutely soul-crushingly slow as every other Castlevania?
It's a little bit
pretty
faster.
much, yeah.
A little bit faster, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the main
some
thing is
other
like all of
characters
the other tricks in the game. Sorry?
Go on.
I was going to say all the other tricks in the game are basically derived from dive kicking, like all the other movement tricks, and so not being able to do those, just pretty much all of the shortcuts and other movement tricks aren't available at all to Charlotte or Yoko.
Alright, cool. So this one, talking about more movement, we got a thing called corner boosting here. If one of you wants to tell us about corner boosting, right? Oh, don't all fight over it.
Aftermath, you want to take it?
Um,
oh, alright, go.
Well, yeah, I guess I can continue. Yeah, the corner boosting, basically, it's done by dive kicking on a certain pixel on basically the corner of a platform, or basically anywhere there's like a corner, you just jump kick in the right spot, and it accelerates your speed a lot more than it should. And basically do that for the runs without zips.
Is it pretty difficult to time or place?
It's not too bad, but yeah,
We'll see, because
It definitely depends on what corner you're aiming at. Like, sometimes the graphics are pretty good, but sometimes the corner is not actually where it looks like it is, so you have to aim at a different spot. But you do have to dive kick onto the last corner of a ledge, and if you can't see where that corner actually is, it's going to be pretty tricky. But
yeah, because
generally
corner
it's not
is
too bad to practice.
So you can
every
aim
corner
it
is exactly a square.
Right. So,
But a lot of times the graphics will have a rounded edge or like an edge that goes over the actual square, so you just have to learn each specific corner.
Yeah, you can kind of get into a rhythm. Like a lot of the doorways are pretty standard, so you can just kind of get into like muscle memory with when to jump, get a good corner boost. But a lot of them, like the ones in Chapter 8, which is the water stage, the corners are like literally a hill. And you have to aim at like a pixel that's jutting out from part of the hill and hope that you hit that to get a corner boost. It's really just a pain to do. Aftermath corner boosted there off of a swinging pendulum. So some of these ILs are pretty difficult to actually finish.
So are you using setups for these corner boosts, or like? Oh, I see there. Yeah. Or is it just like just trying to hit it?
Again, it just really varies by corners.
Right.
A lot of
Wow,
times
nice.
you'll find that.
Yeah, I see it now. Like right at the boss door, that was a corner boost.
Yeah, you just sort of fly a bunch. Yeah,
And for a lot of the ones with the door, much easier.
So how does that happen? Do you know like what's going on there, or?
It's seemingly something to keep you, like if you accidentally walk off an edge, to let you go back onto it. So like, I don't know, just to keep you from accidentally falling off platforms. There's weird stuff with corners in this game where it just gives you a lot of acceleration, which is why corner boosting works in acceleration glitch. So it's just something they did with the physics in this game specifically. Messed up corners completely.
Alright, cool. This one sounds familiar as far as Castlevania's goes, so backdash cancelling. Oh,
Yeah.
It's slightly different, but still.
Yeah, it's slightly different, but it's the same concept.
Alright, go for it, PJ. Tell me all about it.
So more or less, you can cancel an attack with a backdash, and you can cancel a backdash by crouching. And you can cancel a crouch with another attack. So you just kind of cycle between those three things as quickly as possible. And you can just attack ridiculously quick. If you saw in my ILs, as Simon earlier, when I throw just like a ridiculous stream of daggers, all of that is backdash canceling. And you can map your special weapons or your spells or whatever, sub-weapons, it varies by character what they're called, but you can place those in different directions on the D-pad. So if you have something on down, you can literally just hold down and mash backdash and sub-weapon, and you take out that whole crouching phase because you're just constantly crouching. So for whip users, you can just place like R dagger or whatever you want to use most rapidly on down. Just hold down and mash, and you'll fire it like way faster than you ever should be able to.
So you don't even have to like alternate. You can just hold it.
You can hold down. You still have to alternate mash, backdash, and sub-weapon.
All right. Oh, okay. It's just because you got to crouch. Okay.
Right, yeah. But with Soma, like when you want to backdash cancel an attack that isn't a projectile, like some of his bigger weapons, you actually do have to have a rhythm for like attack, backdash, crouch, so on and so forth. And Aftermath is really good at that. I'm pretty awful at that one. But it is like really the only way to do damage quickly in this game. So if you want to get any good boss time, you have to learn how to BDC as optimally as possible.
Was that sort of intentional or not, do you think? Like, is it clearly overpowered or?
I'm pretty sure it's intentional. It was introduced in like, as it is in this game in the DS Castlevanias and was in all three of them. So I think it was intentionally brought over.
Alright, cool.
And is incredibly broken.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess the main thing with it is different weapons have different like amounts of times they can hit per second, and so the really strong stuff, like the big swords, you have to go with that rhythm because you can only hit like once a second. So it's just finding the weapons and or spells that give you just that slightly higher DPS, basically.
All right, cool. Tell me about attack canceling as well. It's a different type of canceling. Go after Mark.
Yeah.
Keep going. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So along with the backdash cancel, a lot of stuff will just cancel when going from the air and then landing. So smaller weapons like daggers or katanas with Soma will just have no lag if you land. Additionally, any sub-weapons will just cancel. So there's like 4 different sub-weapon slots you can use on different directions. And so on a lot of bosses, you have to cycle between those. And since backdash canceling needs to hit down, it can get confusing. So you can just do the air attack canceling and just cycle through the directions a lot easier. Hopefully that made sense. Just if you land, it cancels everything, basically. Right.
Okay, so we saw the Yorick stuff earlier, so dive kicking off stuff. So this is like, I'm assuming for anybody who's played a lot of melee combat games, you can jump off enemies. And I suppose in a lot of platformers you can too. Is it that sort of same deal?
Yeah, it should actually be
like what you're seeing right here.
Right now.
That's the same deal, yeah. So is there a lot of dragging enemies to the right place for the other characters, manipulating movements and so on to move them where you need them to be, or do you just keep trying it until it works?
Some enemies you can manipulate, and others you just have to hope that they go to the right spot. But, yeah, if you're not using Soma and you have to get somewhere where you can't, you do have to use an enemy or another player or whatever you can to dive kick off of.
So I don't suppose the same corner boosting thing applies to like enemy hitboxes or anything, does it?
That'd be cool, does it?
You can corner boost off of phone towers.
You get off of what, sorry?
Yeah.
There's one enemy that has a platform on top of it.
I think I've just got a new favourite euphemism.
Don't worry about
no, any enemy that you hit normally, you'll just bounce. So it won't let you do a corner boost.
So are you meant to take damage from enemies? Or is it only because you're dive kicking that you don't? Or what? Are you meant to just be able to jump off them all the time? I mean,
you have to be able to do a dive kick into them, because it actually has the hitbox then. But there's a lot of enemies that just move that you can't really dive kick off of them reliably. So like one of the levels, you have to do a jump kick off a harpy. Pretty standard Castlevania enemy, but because of the way it moves, it causes a lot of resets because it'll just move into you as you're bouncing off of it.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating.
So like looking at this video, you can
corner boost.
Yeah, you can. It looks like you can corner boost and then just kind of bunny hop while in the water because it gives you an extra jump each time you like descend into it or something. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, that's basically it. The corner boost won't end until you smash into an enemy or touch the floor. And in water, you can jump infinitely. I guess some people would call that swimming, but yeah, you can just double jump as much as you want. So you can keep the corner boost until you hit the ground. So you can corner boost at the beginning of like a really, really long water section, and you can keep it through the whole thing if you jump at the right times.
Dang, that's cool.
It's pretty crazy. Like each corner boost in this stage, which is why this is really frustrating to run. Each corner boost saves like 10 seconds.
Wow.
Especially this really long underwater one.
That's
like he's moving like a quarter.
Really, really long.
Can you like change directions while underwater and still maintain the speed?
No.
No? Okay.
No, you have to, during a corner boost, you have to continue to hold forward.
Gotcha.
Otherwise it ends. But it's this game is really fickle about lag, and some corner boosts are impossible with the wrong number of players or the wrong amount of lag. So that really long corner boost that is underwater the whole time, the one I'm setting up right now, is impossible with 3 players. You'll always corner boost and land on the ledge across from the water because you get slightly different velocity.
That's strange.
So it's really frustrating.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one, seeing as we did Yoshi's Island last week, this one sounds kind of familiar. About jumps being, well, at the peak of your jump, time it perfectly, you get a few extra picks. That's just the Yoshi's Island trick. Is this left in here from last week? I'm pretty sure this is. This is just perfect fluttering again. What do you want about?
Yeah, but right underneath it is egg shooting, so it's fine. Don't worry.
And tonguing. This one says tonguing, look. Tonguing your timer. What is this shit? So this is, by the looks of things, the usual sort of standard, perfectly time your jump. You get a few extra pixels. developer is a cocky piece of shit and puts things a little bit out of your reach, you can actually just grab them straight up, right?
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah, basically. There's
All
some
right.
platforms you should be able to get to, and you can just do a dive kick at the right height, and you'll land on it. Yep.
Yeah.
So, I guess we should probably finally talk about acceleration glitch. We've been putting this off for long enough. None of us really
you
like
hyped,
this, Rick.
You hyped it up, man. You said it was amazing.
Right. Yeah, it is.
It's better
And we
be.
just saw it, really. So, the way this works is, Aftermath mentioned that if you, just barely fall off the ledge, the game pushes you back onto it. And the way it does this is it gives you, infinite acceleration for a few frames, and it's enough to push you a few pixels back onto the ledge. But you can trick the game, and if you jump on the frame that you leave a ledge, the game still gives you that infinite acceleration, but you miss the ledge. You just get launched backwards. So gravity still affects you, but if you hit a wall or something, you just, start flying up of it. If you just go out of control, it's crazy. So you'll see right here, you have to start it by either just falling a long distance or doing a high dive kick. And the placement is pixel perfect, and you have to jump on the right frame, and it's lag dependent, and it's luck dependent, because there's some sub-pixels involved, and player count dependent, and all kinds of ridiculous stuff. And at the end of it, assuming that you get it in the right spot, it still basically just shoots you somewhere randomly once you reach a corner. So it's a ridiculously inconsistent trick, unless apparently you're a Japanese runner.
So
I've been able to do it with some degree of consistency, but it's...
So how specific is the actual area you can do it? I mean, is it rare to find a spot you can actually do this in, or?
Well, so the cool thing about it is that you can do it anywhere in the entire game, basically. All you need is one block, one tile wide, and 3 tiles above it to start the jump.
Oh, God.
I really hate the air slash it.
Yeah, the air slash tips are just insane.
The main thing with it is...
Sorry, go ahead.
It's so stupid.
Oh, I was going to say, one thing with it is you can see that they fall down a tiny bit, and you need to be, actually do your double jump, you need to be in the air long enough to build up enough velocity to start going up the wall. So that's another limit on it, is you just need to create enough lag or do it in a certain spot that lets you build enough acceleration to actually go up. I haven't seen these other hard ones.
Yeah, so when you finally get enough acceleration to go up the wall instead of landing, and you reach a corner, you start circling ridiculously fast. And that's when you just have to hope and pray to the gods that it sends you somewhere useful instead of killing you or dropping you back down the wall. And with Alucard, you can use Form of Mist, and it keeps whatever velocity you had at the time you transform into the mist. So when you're circling violently, if you accidentally, or well, not accidentally, well, it really is accidentally. If you accidentally time it right, you'll turn into mist, go through the wall, and get launched somewhere in the level. And
So
if you're lucky, you'll end up
Yeah, how do you get out of the floor when you're sort of flying everywhere?
So you have to keep sliding. Yeah, you keep sliding to the left, and it pushes you to the right for some reason. So, well, Richter, he can get out pretty easily because he can slide kick, so it boosts him up a little bit. And Alucard, he can just miss. Yeah, that air slash, we have no idea how to do that. I think it has something to do with the lag, but he just straight up does an air slash and starts accelerating.
I'm guessing there's usually no point into clipping off the top left edge of the entire a game screen, right? It's just
Yeah. Just to show that you can do it, man. That's all it is.
Yeah, that Magnus one is godly.
That's all that's important.
Yeah, you can also, probably the easiest way to do this is with Jonathan, because you can do the Sonic Strike, and you can basically just line it up and hit the corner a lot more frequently.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, everyone else just...
Yeah, there's all kinds of ways to set it up. Like, moving platforms are probably the easiest way to do it. And I think that's how most people have seen it before. Because to get the right equipment, you have to grind on certain stages. In Chapter 10, which is this one, the Castlevania 1 throwback, that's where most of the good gear is. And there's a step you can do here as Soma.
Did you say Chapter 10? Didn't you say there were 6 stages?
And then 5 DLC.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, sorry.
You confused me.
So
I was paying attention, man. I almost got you.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, so most
Wait a minute, you're an imposter.
You discovered me. Well played.
Yeah, so chapter 10 normally, like if you play it the intended way, it usually takes like 10 minutes to go through the entire stage. It's basically the entire map of Castlevania 1. So you basically like play through all the stages, and with the elevator glitch, you basically kill Queen Medusa, then go straight to Dracula. So it skips a good portion of the stage. And if you are really familiar with the acceleration glitch and you can do it pretty consistently, you can do the stage in less than a minute.
Yeah.
What you're seeing right here, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're ever playing online and you see someone just, like, doing things that don't seem to make any sense, like dive kicking at a wall or, like, casting a whole bunch of stuff and then dive kicking once, they're trying to set this up, and you can help them by creating more lag. So if someone's doing that, especially if they're a Japanese player, just start spamming your laggiest attack and emoticons
in the game, because I mean, how many times have you played an online game and you've seen some guy just doing something, you're like, what the fuck is that guy doing? And then before you know it, he's like flown to the other corner of the screen or something like that.
Yep.
It happens a lot.
Yeah.
It's one of the best things about playing online.
I mean, I already spam a bunch of shit and create lag, so I should fit in.
Yeah. You're just mashing the whole time, even if there's nothing on the screen. Come on! What the fuck is this Super SNES guy doing? He's just dicking around and, oh shit, where'd he go?
Yeah. And since it's like a co-op thing, right, you're all just grinding to get gear together. It's not like a competitive thing. You have nothing to lose by helping them get the boss and kill him quicker. So, yeah.
So, the boss...
we mentioned
that's a question, sorry, I just had to ask. Do they scale up?
Go ahead.
That was a question. Do the bosses scale up on co-op? Any of you, I don't care. Whoever knows the answer.
Yeah,
they do.
But I only want it from Aftermath. None of you others.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, the bosses scale, and it's not linear either. So, like, at some point between, like, 4 and 5, the boss HP just, like, doubles or triples. And so it's better to run with, like, 2 to 3 people than, like, full 6-party or a 6-person party.
The other thing with co-op, is it just a case of, you know, you all have to get to the boss together, or what? Like, to try and get faster, or do you work together to send one guy there quicker? Like, how does that actually work? I know it's a bit off topic, I guess it is, but...
I mean, you try to get there together. Yeah, early on, before, like, everyone was really good at all the glitches and stuff, you would all, like, have one person sacrifice themselves to be able to be jump kicked off so one person can reach a state or a platform earlier, especially here in Chapter 4, because the standard way is really long. So you'd have, like, everyone but one person go to the boss, and then the other person just sits and does nothing.
Yeah, we did that in Left 4 Dead. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Stand at the beginning of the stage and don't do shit. You can get a lot done during attempts if you're that guy. You can do a lot of reading.
Yeah. Oh god, this video is insane. so crazy.
So this is all...
This video was just published like 2 days ago.
Is this all acceleration glitch, or is this a different type of zip?
Yeah. All acceleration glitch. Okay. Just all started different ways that we've never seen before. It's unbelievable.
All right.
But yeah, going back to multiplayer stuff.
Yeah.
Most of the time that we gain, because like multiplayer is a lot laggier, as you can imagine. So all of the enemies are delayed a bit. They react slower, and that's also true of the bosses. So some of the bosses, like, you can't even kill. If you do infinite damage, you still can't kill them faster than single player because they won't spawn or become vulnerable or whatever.
Infinite damage. Right. Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah. So a lot of our multiplayer times are slower than the single player times, just because like we get to the boss just as quickly, but we can't kill him quicker because he doesn't wake up in time. But the multiplayer levels that are faster are really only because of better spawn positions. So all of you don't spawn at the same spot in some stages. Some of you are scattered around. So in some levels, like you literally spawn right next to the boss chamber if you're player 3 or player 2.
All right.
So that makes it quicker in multiplayer, but that's like the only reason why.
So multiplayer's a bit less. It's more of just for fun, then, I guess.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay, right. Are there any non-acceleration glitches that we would like to enjoy finding out about? Or? That was greatly worded, I know.
I think most of them were covered in the trick section, because they're just really about non-wall movement.
So it's got zipping with doors, it's got here.
Oh yeah, if you like have a door closed on you, it could accelerate you through the floor.
Is that actually
in chapter? Well, it doesn't help in chapter 11, but if you're playing co-op and you're doing sync normally, you kill this boss, and when they're coming down, you can just have your partner close the door on you and zip you to the left, and it makes it a little faster. But yeah, other than that, chapter 2, before they patched it, there was a way to I'm not really sure, actually, because I think this was like before I started doing the glitches. Aftermath's a little more familiar with it, where you jump into the door and take damage and go through the door.
Yeah, there's just one door right next to the spawn point, and weirdly, if you like backdashed into it and try to like do a dive kick on top of it through the ceiling, it would actually work, and you'd appear in the ceiling taking damage, and then just hop over into the boss room. And that was something only worked in 2 places that saved a ton of time, and that was patched out when they did an update to the game.
All right, and then there's this last one here, Gurgoth glitch. Is anything cool? It's written down, so it better be.
The Gurgoth glitch is spectacular. Aftermath, you know better about the timing than I do. Can mention that.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically when you kill Gurgoth, normally he has 2 phases. So like he'll be at the top of a tower and then like fall through the floor all the way down, and then you can actually kill him at the bottom. But at the top, when you take out his first phase of health, he'll like run forward really far and then jump back and then run to the middle and break the floor. If you kill him during like one of his sprite animations, like actually just deplete all of his health during it, he'll skip jumping back or running forward and jumping back, so it saves like 10 seconds off some really random glitch that just desyncs multiplayer horribly.
Okay, Doug. Right, seeing as that covers most of that, is there anything else you want to talk about before we get into the last 3 little bits? Anything at all?
I don't think so.
All right.
I think we more or less covered it.
Okay,
yeah, that's pretty much it.
There's a section here we like to call the funny things, any alternative things. There's a random fact here. PJ, I think this could only work if you say it, so been about 6 people. So I mean, it needs PJ to say it. Just I don't know why. It just seems to need it. So.
Oh, this one here. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you're in a 6-player game and all of you are Yoko and you backdash cancel Holy Lightning, the game crashes.
And to point out, Yoko's
too much lag.
One of the worst characters, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they accidentally put Charlotte in the game.
Pretty much.
Yeah. and Charlotte is also terrible, right?
Yeah, she can't dive kick, so she's useless.
Can't believe they would.
They actually,
Sorry, 3 characters can't dive kick out of 11.
2, I think.
2
yeah,
can't.
just two.
Yoko
And Charlotte
Yoko
can't.
and Charlotte. Yeah.
Isn't that a
They
bit
actually
cruel?
nerfed Charlotte. When they patched the game, they
They
made
did.
Charlotte worse.
Why the hell? What?
Well, she used to be able to. She has a heal spell, and she used to be able to heal and have the curse ring, which would it takes out all her MP. But you had this, I think it was Astral Ring, which basically switches your HP and MP. So when you use a spell, you use HP. So you can just keep healing your team, and it would give you more HP back than what the spell costs. So you can just keep using it forever. And they patched it to heal for less. So it just completely ruined her.
I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah,
It's not like heal's a broken spell.
It seems like such an obvious thing to like oversee. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, they did some funny
You know
stuff
what
with the
they
patch.
should
They
do?
nerfed.
They should just remove all dive kicks because it clearly breaks the game. Like, just
Yeah.
get rid of all of it.
Yeah, they still haven't learned how to program a dive kick yet, so
I haven't learned how to program a Castlevania game yet.
It's just because dive kicks, it's not their fault. They're just innately OP. Like,
yeah.
it doesn't matter. Every single game that has a dive kick, it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
No such thing as a bad
Oh, there's
dive
a
kick.
quick thing.
Oh, yeah.
One cool thing about the acceleration glitch. Well,
Only one.
I don't know. We already mentioned way more than one. That's a lie already. But so in addition to being as precise as it is, in order to do it in some of these places that are only 1 block wide, you have to do a steep angle dive kick. And it's kind of tricky to do this because you have to use the analog stick and the D-pad at the same time while still moving around and doing stuff. So,
And this is on the
To do a
Xbox,
dive
so
kick-
using that D-pad's already horrible enough as is.
right, it's already terrible. To do a dive kick, you have to do like a diagonal plus a jump button after a double jump, right?
Mm.
But to do a really, really steep dive kick, you have to have the analog stick like slightly off center, but it's not far enough to actually be diagonal, so it won't register as a diagonal dive kick. But for some reason, if you do a diagonal on the D-pad and then a really steep angle up on the analog stick, then it'll do a diagonal or a dive kick in the direction of the D-pad with the angle of the analog stick. So
So you can go
you have
up.
you have to be holding the stick at like the proper angle and then do a pixel perfect dive kick, frame perfect jump after that with the right lag, the right number of players, and then get lucky that it sends you to the right spot on top of that.
Why do you guys play this game? Sorry?
What's
We play with that Zips.
Yeah,
Alright.
there's,
Yeah.
we all agreed we're never doing the zip category.
Okay, doke.
Yeah.
Right, so how would you, or anybody else who has watched this, read the chat moan about how horrible this game is and how bad the grind is, but yet still wants to learn how to run it? What are your 3 pieces of advice now? There's 3 of you. Well, 2 and PJ. So we're going to go in order. We're going to have PJ first, alright? Then Aftermath, and then Mecha Richter. Because then it spells Pam if you take the first letter of each of your names.
Oh, nice.
I get it.
I could have gone with Amp.
So the first step,
I could have gone with Amp and been really cool, but no, Pam it is.
yeah, AMP would have worked. But we can't have Mecha Richter do 2 because he disagrees with it. Anyways, so the first and really only step is to play the game a lot. And there's really no avoiding this because you have to grind for the equipment that'll make you useful anyways. So you're going to be playing the game, but just that kind of covers your practice. As you play, you're going to be just naturally practicing triangle jumping so you can grind quicker. And you'll start doing corner boosting and whatnot. So as you're grinding, just start trying corner boosts and triangle jumping and backdash canceling. And after the 100 hours it takes to grind for the equipment, you'll be pretty good at it. That's really just the best way to do it.
All right, number 2. Who did I say? Aftermath.
Yeah. Don't put Yorick on up. So with all the dive kicking, you have to hit down constantly. So you don't want to have Yorick on the up direction because it means you won't be able to do Chapter 9 with Soma.
You don't agree with it? Why is that?
Because it's really hard to do it with any other input.
But he just said it's
hard
really
to do it. Step 2 really could just be, don't play like Mecha Richter.
Okay. But we'll go with that. Doesn't he play Richter anyway? So what? It doesn't matter. His character can't even do Yorick stuff. Right?
No.
Well,
he has to switch.
Some stages I play some.
He has to switch directions.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
And finally, Mecha Richter. So the three men have come together to create Pan Mecha. What's your final thing?
If you're gonna play this, don't try any of the acceleration glitches because you will just be very, very sad.
Be very sad.
And you could spend hours trying to do one acceleration glitch, get it, but then forget the double jump or something.
Or you get it and start circling, but you couldn't go through the wall because it wasn't laggy enough. We ruined like 2 seconds just practicing it. We eventually got pretty good at like the Chapter 10 stuff, but then it was like, well, we can't do this in single player. That doesn't work with one player, so oh well.
So then one little thing I've heard a lot about grinding in this game is literally, is there any advice to make that better aside from learn the speed tricks already? But it seems pretty brutal. I mean, I'm not fond of grinding up before I can do a run. I'm not sure anybody is, except the guy who's trying to run every Dynasty Warriors character. I don't know what the hell he's thinking.
Well, it helps to find random people that are like Japanese runners because they always do like the crazy acceleration glitches and beat the stages in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just recommend playing.
To do it with people that you like.
Oh yeah.
Do you even have like a chance to react once you're in a game with one of those runners? I mean, about 5 seconds in, you figure out he's executing a glitch and then stage clear.
Yeah.
I wonder how often you would try that stage and you would get through the stage normally before he actually like gets the trick. You kill the boss normally and then he like zips into the room and he's like, alright, let's go! We're done, man.
They always start by saying hello. Then they go into the wall and say bye.
You spend all this time getting to the boss room, and just as you throw like the cross, the player just zips in and instantly kills him and zips away. God damn it.
Yeah.
I used to be pretty good at that one in Chapter 10, and I would go into games and get to the boss in like the first 20 seconds and then die and just be stuck in the boss chamber dodging him for like 10 minutes. Because if you die as a skeleton, like when you die, you're revived as a skeleton and you still run around and stuff because you can be revived. But if you die as a skeleton, the timer goes down by 3 minutes. And if you run out of time, the game's over. So I just had to dodge drag for like 10 minutes while they made it into drag chamber.
Okay. Last thing, PS3 version. These are all on the Xbox version, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every single run you've seen so far has been on Xbox.
But you don't really know if there's actually a reason for that or not. Except for everyone has an Xbox.
None of us have played it.
So even the Japanese guys are on Xbox?
Mm-hmm. As far as we know.
Bullshit. No person in Japan owns a 360. That's a lie. You can't just come on my show and lie to me like that. That is ridiculous. Get this guy
they're
out
playing
of
on Xbox or hack their PS3 to show Xbox button.
Yeah. And the PS3 version didn't come out until afterwards, right?
Really?
It came out.
It was like
I think a year later.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, perfect. Are we good? Can we do records?
I think so.
Cool.
Right.
Let me...
Can we do chat questions or something? I don't even know. How do you do this show?
I don't know. The next thing says this week's Cool Kid, so let's do that. I'm going to make a tweet.
All right, sounds
because
good.
that's what I got to do.
I'll come up with trollish answers for any questions that people ask, so we can just move on.
Okay, perfect. Let me just... I'm sure you can hear all of my typing.
Nope, type louder.
Oh, hang on. No,
I still don't hear it.
Okay, I think I did it, but whatever. So, we're going into records this week. As you may have recalled... That's really bad English. How do I say that? As you may remember, or as you may recall, we have been using our alternative system to get records on the show. So if you do have a record you know about or want to tell us about or whatnot, please email the SundaySequenceBreak@gmail.com or, right, feasel, right? Is this other one okay now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it's good to go.
If you want, for whatever reason, I mean, Sunday Sequence Break too long, then you can email tssbreak@gmail.com, right? Fantastic.
Right. Same as our Twitter ID.
Spent hundreds
Same
of
as the
hours
Twitter.
getting a
Rest is
record,
great.
but too lazy to type a few extra letters in the
Yeah.
email.
Exactly.
I'm too lazy
problem.
to type.
How do you even spell sequence anyway, right?
I spell the Sunday Sequence Break wrong about 60 to 70% of the time I type it.
Yeah. Speaking of that, can
That's
we
just-
change our password? Because that thing's really fucking long.
It doesn't
No,
make
that's a great password, and we're never getting rid of it.
Are you serious? I have to like
We'll get rid of
retype
you
it
before we get rid of that password.
times. God damn it.
Tradition.
It's like, how many, of letters are even in this thing? Jesus. Anyway, you can also follow us on Twitter, @TSSBreak. And is there anything else of that? I don't think there is, right? No?
Sounds
No?
good.
No.
No.
All right. Perfect. So, here we go. This week's Cool Kids, as you say, email the show. So these are all the ones we got found out about this week. Not many, a bit of a quiet week, I guess, for speedruns. Or at least a bit of a quiet week for us being told about speedruns. So we'll start off with Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Unfortunately, no highlight video for this week. But we saw a lot of evil-looking tomatoes get killed last week, right, guys?
Yeah.
Loads.
Yeah, loads.
And the week before, I think.
And the week before. Yeah. But so XCD has beaten his time again with a 421. What did he have before? Does anybody know? 5 points to those who know. Come on, PJ. PJ, you're really behind on points. You've got to.
Do we get to guess? We'll do Price is Right style.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right.
1 second.
Okay.
4:40, 50.
4:30, 50. Okay, Mecha, what's your guess?
Found it. No, just kidding. That was last week.
Can I find a vowel?
427.
4:27.
Yeah.
Wow, we can't
Price
do
is
records
Right
either,
sure
can
hasn't
we?
changed.
Man. But anyway, he's got a 421, which is, 3 numbers together.
6 seconds fast.
Oh, dude,
Sorry,
he made a
guys.
pay spin, but it's all the way over there. So, good job, XCD. Congratulations. I'm amazed Attack of the Killer Tomatoes hasn't blown up yet, actually. I don't know about you guys. I'm a bit surprised. But next
I
up,
think George just hasn't.
yeah, Jorf has. It's not funny enough for Jorf.
I
think.
really, really want to
Too
run
long,
the
I
game,
think.
but I'm just stuck with so many real life responsibilities. I don't think I could run Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Just too much of a time sink.
I know, man.
What are your priorities, man?
I mean, I've got a date this week. I've got to look after my dog, and it's just Killer Tomatoes. Sure, it can wait.
You got a date with a tomato.
Yeah. I can, do it when you're retired. Just you wait. When all the speedrunners are retired, this is going to blow up. Speaking of... What? Oh, fuck. No, that didn't work at all. Banjo-Tooie, N64, US version, any percent, and 25702 by PG. Notes are amazing game. Love it. Who wrote that one? Me? Good job. Good job, me.
Yep, that was me.
All right.
This is any percent manipulated. So he started a save file and immediately copied it, immediately save and quit and copied it, and then played through it to figure out where the Jinjos are, because the Jinjos are randomized when you start a game, but not once the game is created.
Right.
So he just kept creating files until he got good Jinjo luck, and then did the any percent from that file.
So he has that. Did he using that? What? What? That's fucking horrible. You don't mind me saying.
Yeah,
How
the video
would you compare
froze.
this?
There we go.
You really can't compare to it unless you use the same Jinjo manipulation. Yeah.
So he goes through the game, roots it, and then plays from that one, and then hopes that
Yeah.
it doesn't get a better file later, or...
I should probably just keep using that same file. I mean, I would, at least.
Alright. Okay, so... Alright.
But it's a damn good time still.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but that just sounds absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, it sounds worse than it is. I mean, it doesn't save a terrible amount of time, but it definitely is a time saver.
Right. Okie doke. Now, Borderlands, which is a very good PC game, this one's been, so Borderlands and Borderlands 2 have been getting a lot of action as far as planning goes, but someone has actually finished a single segment of Borderlands 1. This is in any percent in 2 hours 50:11. That's real time, because there is a game time clock in this game, right? It's without load screens. But he's got a paceman here. But does anybody actually know about this run firsthand or second hand?
Not I. I can guess though.
All right. Oh man, let's go. All right, here we go. We got a little comment here. Actually, Aftermath, do you want to read this out? Have you got it?
Sure.
All right. It's that pasteman there. I'm going to link it to you if you don't already have it.
Okay, yeah, I have it open, actually. Okay. So his comments basically say the PC version of Borderlands has a drop weapon key not found on console versions, and it's this feature that makes the run as fast and doable as it is. And so in a nutshell, basically, when you drop the weapon, it resets its default values, including full clip. So the weapon he's using here is a shotgun with really low reload speed, or really long reload time, and instead of reloading, he just drops it and grabs it, and then is instantly able to shoot again. And looks like he can do it really fast.
It looks pretty cool.
Wow.
And so he picks up a shotgun from one of the first bosses, Sledge, and it's a guaranteed drop, so he doesn't need any extreme luck manipulation. And then the route for this RTA is very similar to the 80% segmented route, and he currently has the unofficial time of that, which is 2:09:45, and the current 80% segmented run on SD is on Xbox by Yokai, and that's 2:29. So I'm guessing he's trying to get his single segment somewhere near Yokai's time just for the competition.
Okay, so he bound a key to drop the weapon and a key to pick it up. All right, cool. That's pretty cool. Borderlands 2 has a ton of tricks with dropping the guns as well and using them while they're on the floor, so cool. That's a pretty lengthy run, but I'm keen to watch it. I kind of want to see what that's like, because, I mean, there's quite a lot of climbing up waterfalls and stuff like that, I know, so...
Really?
Yeah, like, just sort of going where you shouldn't really go, like climbing on rocks and stuff like that.
Wow.
But, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen the Borderlands speedrun. I saw some segments where he's like throwing fire grenades, buying more, and reloading to level up. That's like all I saw.
There's always a grinding trick in there. But,
yeah.
Do we know what character he was playing?
Oops.
I'm assuming it has to be Brick, right?
Yeah, Brick's got the run speed thing, so, and punch everything and it dies.
Yeah, yell for like 2 hours straight, basically.
Oh my god. All right.
And then in the chat that he just used Brick, so.
Oh.
So, I guess he says Lilith.
Lilith. All right.
Cool.
All right, cool. Mickey Castle of Illusion on Mega Drive. Mecha Richter. Mega Drive. Mecha. Okay, it works. Perfect. Mecha Richter. Tell us about Mickey.
It's a good segue. I haven't actually seen this. I mean, I only played the game like once or twice, so I'm not too familiar with it. But it says here, got the world record on this game nobody cares about. This improvement of 1 minute, 27 seconds over Beatrim's run, and this was on TSSB 3 weeks ago. Also just lots of little improvements plus better execution throughout. Biggest single improvement was a better dragon fight. 18 seconds faster than old run. I'd like to improve this time by like another 10 seconds, I guess. Maybe more if I could steal some more strats from the tasks. I would like to thank Beatrim, Bangera, AnimeK for being the only other people to run this game, and TNT for making the tasks. I'd also like to thank friends Turbo Skull, Gooby, Fire Mario, Jade Funk Doc, Cypher, LVC, Dreddy, Jordan, Miz, and everyone else.
Probably
Jeez,
My shout out.
I don't even think I know that
An
many
acceptance
people.
speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'd like to think
Off
everyone
the
except
chocolate bar.
He is throwing stuff at a chocolate bar, yeah. Does he not just know he can eat the chocolate bar?
there's so much
Wow.
stuff that looks like it's Mega Man. Like these stacks of cylinders with the head. I mean, that and the boss that, transitions into blocks to move from one side of the screen to the
Has
other.
there been a sweet man?
Say, sweet man.
Sweet man. Or
Oh,
candy
no.
man, I guess.
Yeah.
Like donut man or cake man. That would be an amazing stage.
Yeah.
Absolutely delicious.
They haven't done that yet. Once they figured out that they could make Sheep Man work, I think Mega Man 11 is going to have all kinds of weird stuff in it.
Sheepman Challenge.
Sheep
I don't
man
know.
challenge, that's where it's at.
I think ever since like Top Man, they've pretty much sold out.
The Top Man is one I know. Because Top Man's been there twice pretty much, right? Because there was another very similar Top Man, wasn't there?
Top.
It was Bottom Man. Is that who you're thinking of?
Well, every time there's a Top Man diesel, there's got to be a Bottom Man, right? It just balances out.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was
Hard
the
man.
PJ, stop it. So, 1419 by polarity. So congratulations. Next up is another Castlevania. Oh God, there's Castlevania games. Jesus.
Not it.
Well, definitely
Gosh.
not it.
There's so many.
do
There's
this
like
one,
at
too.
least 4 or 5 Castlevania games, right?
Yeah, go for it, Mecha.
All right. So yeah,
French.
Sets is just
I'm sorry.
Sets has been just crushing Rondo blood with Richter, which is the only character you want to use in this game because he's way too much fun. But yeah, he's just been going at it. He this time improves his best time by 2 seconds, and yeah, almost got the sub 22. I think I've seen this run. I don't remember where he made a lot of notable mistakes though, but yeah, this route's a lot different than the tasks, and like I said, like a lot of the stuff he does is even more optimized, or not more optimized, but it's a better route because he uses the Bible for a lot of boss fights, and he even gets this task trick in the clock tower stage that saves I think 2 minutes, but it's pixel perfect. It's this backflip where it jumps off the stairs.
Moonwalking, man. It's...
Yeah, this is another one of the games where it's faster to not walk, so you have to jump, backflip, and whip, but you have to do it. You have to have the right rhythm, otherwise if you're too late or too early, you don't get enough distance, or if you're too high, you'll slide back, you'll crouch and slide back. So he's slowed down a little bit there, but yeah, he's really good at doing the backflips. So
Yeah, he's improved a lot.
It's-
Those crazy
Yeah.
videos.
yeah, this is a
Richter's
really, really good run.
Wow, nice jump. Richter's really doing everything he can to not walk in his games. Slashing, uppercutting, backflipping, moonwalk. Alright, I'll walk, but I'm not going to face forward.
Oh, dude, he's fighting Boomer Kawanga. No, sorry, Stinkavelian, dude.
Chameleon.
Stinkavelian, man. Sorry, I confused the weapon with the boss. Look at that. It's amazing.
Yeah, that sad fight. You have to hit him right when he goes to each side. You have to hit it the right time. Otherwise, he spawns these enemies, and it costs a lot of time. So that's one of the more tricky fights. I've seen him lose a lot of time just from that fight alone.
Okay, just one thing. Very disappointed in that highlight. Did not have the boat theme. Really upset. But
Yeah.
we'll forget about it and move on
Keep
to
more boat.
Symphony of the Night. Mecha, do you just want to do the whole show of these? Just do every
Yeah,
today?
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I can do this one too. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, Jacobones from the World Beyond Walls community found this 8 months ago, and I know Kane Vlogs and a couple other guys just recently discovered this. Basically, the Sword Brothers glitch, which allows you to get infinite money, they found out that you actually can do it with other familiars that talk. Like they have like a kind of like a cutscene where they talk. You can do this with the demon card and the fairy, and the fairy just conveniently happens to be right in the library, like right where you got to go. So you just you can use the library card, go there, grab the fairy card, and you wait for her to talk, and right when she talks, you go into the shop, and that activates the glitch. So this saves at least a minute in 80%, and all bosses by over 2 minutes. So it's a pretty huge improvement, and it obsoletes almost all of the tasks, and basically every Alucard run that isn't low percent is improvable now by like a big margin.
This shield dashing looks better than it was before.
Yeah, wow, that was crazy.
Mm.
He was just standing upright for that whole
Romscott's been working
whole
out.
dash.
Yeah. In the gym, man. Getting his pump on, man. That's what you got to do, bro.
First try Richter skip.
I love that
I think he
outbound.
gets first tried.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, Dasabro found a setup to do the Richter skip more consistently. He gets like to the top of the slope and does 2 backdashes while throwing the Buffalo Star, and it like boosts your backdash by a little bit, and it gets him like right in the right spot. It's still inconsistent though because it's sub-pixel perfect, but it's a lot easier to set up that way.
Oh, geez,
Wow.
look away. I don't like
Was
it.
that first try Drac Relic skip too?
Yeah, I think he said he lost like 20 seconds on that, but
Wow.
All right, so
yeah,
while this is
way too good.
going, he also got the 80% no out of bounds skip as well. Skip run, 27:19. Rom Scout again. He said it's world record by nearly 2 minutes. Obviously, thanks to the fairy glitch again. I don't think he was that happy with it, but yeah.
Yeah, he did this very casually.
Yeah.
Crushed it by 2 minutes.
All right. Yeah. Demon's Crest.
Yeah. So Demon's Crest.
Yeah, Demon's
Grudgeman got a 100% run in 45:18. He's really good at Demon's Crest. I think he had a few of the other category records too. But this is a pretty cool game. I don't really enjoy playing it, but I recognize
is this the one
game.
where you play as an Arima?
Yes.
Right,
Yes,
okay.
it is.
Because I got trapped by one the other day, and I was expecting the Arima, and it wasn't. Right.
Yep.
So tell me about it.
You
got to go. You got however long this video is.
I think there's like 4 or 5 different crests that you can get, and they all transform you into a different. Geez, I don't even know what the word would be. I guess form. So like the form he's using right now is the Earth crest. So you can have like one that flies, that can actually fly up. The normal one can only hover. This Earth guy can't fly at all, but he can dash and does a ton of damage. So it's a pretty cool game with a lot of pretty interesting mechanics. But 100% is a pretty neat category. I'm interested to know where he gained all that time, to be honest. But you have to do a lot of like stage revisits because a lot of the stages have alternate exits, and you have to collect like stuff from each exit in 100%.
And that boss
really
looked
cool game.
horrible.
The slime guy or the fire guy?
Slime
Both of
guy.
them are. Yeah, the slime guy is pretty annoying.
No, the fire guy just died, like the slime guy.
Mercury cancel. Allows you to skip text. Huh.
There you go.
Oh. Huh. Yeah, so you get like empty jars or something. And empty like I forget what the other word is. It's like a
Hat. Empty hats.
man, what-
It's definitely hats.
Sure, hats. We'll go with that. But you can buy like potions and spells and whatnot to use. And that one warps you to like the beginning, or it exits a level or something for you. So That's interesting. Looks like you can use that to skip some text cutscenes. Something pretty neat.
All right.
As I look at this, I just can't help but think this is color version of Gargoyle's Quest. That's all I can see.
Basically is.
Okay, next up is Fantasy Zone. Is this by Peaches or some mysterious alternative Peaches?
It's Peaches.
And that's
with
actually NES?
With underscores after him.
Actually an NES, is it?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, Fees, NES then. Well volunteered.
Oh, okay.
You got a little commentary there.
I'll read it. Okay. So
yeah.
Peaches got a 410 in Fantasy Zone. This is an any percent run of Fantasy Zone in 410, and I actually know nothing about this game. I'm sad to say, being a Nintendo guy, this is really this is a taint on my honor here.
Wow.
But, God, it looks amazing though. This is obviously a game I would play.
Angry-looking alarm clock.
Are you the the Czech Republic flag killing everybody? Oh no, the colours are wrong.
It's not NES? Wait, what?
It's a lot like the Czech flag. Alright. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So,
I've
seen him play this before, and it doesn't make any more sense than what you're seeing right now.
Yeah.
So,
what is going on?
Is it a shooter? A spaceship shooter?
Yeah. Yep, it sure is. He's got a base bin. Did you read through that?
Do you want to go for it, Peasy? Read that whole thing.
Super fast.
Yeah. Dude, this is...
Go.
Go on, Feasel, go. You got it.
Wait, are you fighting your own ship?
Shh, don't
I'm
spoil
still trying to find the right... What am I even supposed to read? You should read it. Go for it.
I found it.
All right.
So the point of Fantasy Zone is to kill the 6 enemy bases in each world, then cheese the boss using some number of smart bombs or heavy bombs. Most of the run uses a laser beam as a primary weapon, because it can fire non-stop for amazing DPS. Late in the round, I switched to 5-way shot. I thought that said sway shot. But no, 5-way shot, because it shreds the snowman in the boss rush. Sway shot?
It would be absolutely ridiculous.
You just can't aim it. Your ship's just constantly drifting around. Alright, in Worlds 5 and 7, I leave the shop immediately without buying anything because it warps me closer to the next base and also refreshes my laser beam direction. Shop RNG, that's a great thing, is a huge factor in the speedrun since upon exiting the shop you spawn in different spots depending on where you entered the shop. You get small shop RNG in every world this run except in World 3, where I lost about 1.2 seconds because the shop spawned late. I lost a couple more tenths of seconds dodging some bullets. The route and death abuse are entirely optimal as far as I can tell. My long-term goal is sub 405, since I think sub 4 would require tasks and or some huge route change.
Alright, cool. Vice City, no. This one I'm pretty happy about because not only does it talk about how great we are in it, of course, but this is a buddy of mine. So this is somebody asked me ages ago how to get into speedrunning. I don't think I gave him any good advice whatsoever, but this is Grand Theft Auto Vice City on PC in 148.11 by Tier. And he says, we've got a little comment here, he wrote for us, a few months ago, there was a Vice City episode on Sunday Secrets Break. When was that? November, was it, or December? Let me check.
I think it was December.
It was early December.
Shortly before AGDQ, I thought.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
He said, I picked up the game about that time as it looked very fun. Now I've beaten the masters. Oh yeah, okay. I have to thank both Lots of S and Oasis a lot for their support and advice. They have been great teachers and this wouldn't have been possible without them. This time is still improvable, so expect to see new records in the coming weeks. A little shameless promotion of GTA speedruns. If anybody is interested in running or learning more about any GTA, please come to #GTA on the SRL IRC server. Many top runners of the games are happy to assist you. The game's technical, deserve more attention. They're very fun to play. This is awesome. We saw this, the Cavageddon speed up thing is so cool. That's so ridiculous that you can just do that.
And it's like, that's really cool to hear though. It's like, yeah, hey guys, I watched TSSB and I got inspired, and he rises above the ranks and crushes like records. That's awesome.
And the other thing that's good about that...
You get to take credit for it.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, yeah, it was all us.
Say that it's us.
But the cool thing about this is it says that he just talked to the guys who ran the game and they told him how to do it, which is pretty much if anybody wants to learn a game, just bug the guy who's streaming and running it.
Yeah.
It's really the best way to do it.
Pretty much.
Well, this
Usually
is
people
a
are like
strat.
excited to
This is
talk
a different
to
strat.
people who are interested in it. Oh, it's a different strat for the
cab.
Tiger Stripes
Yeah.
taxi cab.
Yeah, normally you get in your car and just drive next to him. Dang, he made him drive into the wall. That's pretty cool. Sweet. All right, cool. Good job, Tier. I hope to see more GTA improvements in the near future. Speaking of S, as we mentioned him in the last one, he beat his Half-Life 2 record. Says any % old engine, no scripts. So, right. He said he got 2 hours, 20 minutes, 57 seconds. Pretty good run. Had a random game crash, 2 deaths, one by falling and landing, and the other by a missed jump over the pit. Beats the previous world record by a minute. I like running this game. Diverse, challenging. Beginning is annoying though. I also want to stress that the 236XX by Moose Guy is also a world record. That hurts Brain. Brain not happy with this statement, so Brain ignores statement. So congratulations, S. Well done. Next up, Jazz Jackrabbit. Has any of you... Okay, Aftermath, I know you got a computer. You must have played Jazz Jackrabbit, right?
You've got a computer.
Right.
The computer?
He's got to have done, right? Now he's going to leave me hanging. Cue him leaving me hanging.
I never played it actually either, but it looks cool. It's actually a legit DOS game. Like I wasn't sure at first, but it's like a DOS, basically a rip-off of Sonic the Hedgehog, except they threw in like a Mega Buster you can shoot things with.
Yeah,
but for the most part, it's like a DOS
an
rip-off of
amazing
Sonic.
PC platform. Like,
I
Yeah,
didn't
I
actually have a
included
computer until like
really? Until when?
2003.
Wow, that's still no excuse. You should have played Jazz Jackrabbit.
I should have.
Huh.
These
Look at
games all
Those
look really
background
fun.
graphics look kind of familiar. Those springs,
Yeah.
the red springs. Are those little TVs you're breaking? Huh.
No, what are you talking
That
about?
box,
Jazz
yeah.
Jackrabbit.
I'm waiting for him to go out of bounds and for the screen to go left a little bit and then shoot to the right.
Yeah.
This is a really fast game.
Yeah, so
It's different than the one that we had on the show last
Jackrabbit
time.
2 is rather different, as you may have noticed, to
This
Jazz
is the first
Jackrabbit 1. This is Jazz Jackrabbit 1.
Oh, this is the epitome of
Okay.
level design here. Nice.
Jazz,
Yeah.
That's what the comment is.
The classic movie theater ropes.
Oh, dang. Why can't you get through that tiny little gap between the wall and the thing there?
Can't you just press down and A to drop through a floor? Come on.
Yeah.
I like
You
how
should, yeah.
you're like as fast as your buster shots, like when you're running, basically.
Yeah.
He's faster than a speeding bullet, man. That's him. Well, you're a little bit slow, actually. But yeah, so this is pretty crazy game, and there's none of that Sonic-style casual zipping where you don't even have to play the stage.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Where
whoa,
you
whoa.
look
No one said
up,
anything
move the
about
camera.
Sonic. What are you talking about?
No, sorry, I was just making a comparison out of nowhere. Don't worry about
Oh,
it. Like,
okay.
just
Fine.
didn't even think about it. But yeah, this is
Sonic Zip, they're so good.
a sweet game. Look at that. Look how cool that is.
That's fire rate.
Yeah.
Is that
I'm hoping the
is that
sound effects
mashing
are-
or is there?
Oh, I
is
think
there
you just
turbo
hold the
feature in
button.
this game?
You just hold the button. I'm
This
pretty
This
sure.
game is
Hold
insanely
it.
fast.
Is that fire?
Yeah. Dude, look at
And
this.
then you fight Satan
Look at him
Bugs
go.
Bunny at the end. All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is your arch enemy. I can't remember what his name is. But it isn't
But it's
Jazz.
not the turtle from Jazz Jackrabbit 2.
The turtle's on your... Actually, no, he isn't. The turtle was also in Sly Cooper, right?
Is he?
Oh, okay. I
Same
fixed
one?
W split. There it is. We're good.
I believe it.
Dude, it's so hard to make jokes about games I know because none of you...
I know. I mean, you could have said anything, really.
Right. Jet Set Radio HD. PC version, any percent in 4329 by Ruaki. I got confirmation from him that that's how you say his name.
All right.
He didn't actually leave a comment, but this is him. All I know is that he's now planning to 100% now that he's got this time. I can't remember what it was. He has the YouTube video. Actually, I know for a fact that there's a comment in that YouTube video. So I'm going to go to that YouTube video right now.
Is this the one that Trihex runs?
Yes. Well, sort of.
This?
He ran it at
Trihex
AZDQ.
runs. Yeah, he runs Future
Yeah.
more Trihex, but he also runs this. He says, I finally got sub 44. Thought this would have been though this would have been sub 33 if it weren't for the final two bosses. Well, that's pretty great. Yeah, the bosses in this game are pretty horrible as far as life goes. Or, well, if you mess up, they're very punishing. Overall, only fairly minor mistakes, for the poison jam refight was sloppy, and I wasted a lot of time getting on the grind at the end because it gave me an awkward pattern. I'm taking a break from any percent for a while to make my 100% better, and for a new category which would be dubbed True%. It says 3 parts, 100%, 1 part credits, 2 parts, any percent, 1 part, pots percent. I have no idea what that means.
I've got
Make
no
up your own
idea.
percent.
Yeah. But
Your salad bar percent.
I'm terrible at
Great,
getting
yeah,
on IRC, but if you need any help or want to learn Jet Set Radio, come to hashtag Jet Set Radio. Sorry, hash Jet Set Radio on SRL IRC. So there you go. Yeah, that's True%. And this is him spamming, I was going to say, spamming that graffiti looks really weird.
Spray painting people who are passing by.
Awesome, good job. Ruaki, glad to see it. Wait.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Is this the one that everybody's talking about is terrible, or is that a different one?
No, I don't think so. Neither of these runners are him.
Right, okay, so I just had to double check that this isn't the one.
Yeah, I had to double check
Alright,
too.
has anybody played this? Because I'm going to not hit this one right away, because I've talked too much. I talked the last two. Duckfist? Russ?
No.
No?
I can sit here
It's
and
a
read
3D
it, sure.
PC game, so Aftermath's
Go
got
for
it.
it. You're gonna. Oh yeah, you got a PC right after that.
We'll treat it like a 3D Zelda game, and we'll just
Mostly.
move on to the next one.
Perfect. Aftermath. Let's go. But he wrote there's such a huge comment and there's a highlight video. So, oh dude, it's like Diablo. Duckfist, you got this. It's
I
Diablo.
know, dude, Diablo. It's like totally isometric. All right. So we
It's
have
like too, man.
Lara Croft, Guardian of Light, by Fade Talis and Mango Daojos, maybe. All right. In 18 minutes and 54 seconds in game time. That's the 80% New Game Plus co-op category. Wow. All right. So they say this time is around. Whoa, I'm a little confused now. It says, it's around 2:42 in-game time faster than Kari and Ariwa's run, mostly due to a new glitch we found that allows us to clip through walls. We got every major trick first try, but there were some silly minor mistakes that cost around 20 seconds. There's still a lot that needs to be optimized, especially Temple of Light. This is one of the best co-op games to run on a PC. Contact us if you want to learn this game. We'd really like to have some more people running it. And for the glitches, glitches in this, bomb jumping. Explode a bomb in the air to gain a little height and distance. More distance if the last weapon you used was a spear. There's also a hook glitch, allows Lara to fly. Not so easy to execute. The spawn clip, where one player dies and then mashes jump as they spawn and they clip through the wall the other player is standing at. There's also a spear teleport, where Totek teleports to Lara when he spawns if she's standing on a spear. Huh. That makes no sense at all.
Look at this.
Okay, we have
Is he
desync.
flying or just- Oh, okay. Sorry, the two of them were rolling, and because one's blue and one's red, the blue one looked like a shadow, so it just looked like they were flying everywhere.
All right,
Look at
yeah,
this,
you guys
isn't
better
amazing?
keep tabs. I haven't seen the video yet. There's also desyncing, abuse online lag, and desync the players, seen in fiery depths in the highlight video at 107. Okay. There's also death warping, which was at the beginning of the clip, but it's pretty interesting. Lots of glitches, interesting enough. And like the first kind of Lara Croft game, that's, I guess, this kind of like action RPG genre or something.
Yeah. I think this is the first Tomb Raider or Lara Croft game we've had on the show.
That's true too.
I think
No.
No,
might be
I
right.
don't think that's
surely.
I'm pretty sure that is.
We could have had LL Cool Dave's, but he requested that it wasn't.
Right. But, well, no, that was a
First
different game.
official.
Whatever, anyway. Little
I'll
Sam...
say that it is, and no one will call us on
Yeah.
that.
This is, next up, Little Samson on NES. This is 80% with Warps in 1252 by Primal85, who Duckfist was talking about earlier, about being great at Mega Man. who said, this considers is a good run, but I'm not satisfied with it since it can be proved by at least 10 seconds at least. Never heard of this game except for the fact that I've mentioned it twice a day, and both times someone said, oh man, Little Samson's great. Make that 3 times.
That's all I know.
It's just
Fantastic.
So there you go. Alright, Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm intrigued to watch this highlight video, because I've seen some boss fights in this game, and I think I know who made this one, so...
Ooh.
This is Metal Gear on... Are you ready, Duckfist? You like this category, I know. European Extreme Difficulty, Foxhound rank any %.
Wow, okay, I definitely had to delete most of that. I said C notes. Yeah, forget that.
Yeah.
Also, I don't have this highlight video.
You don't?
Anyone?
I don't know, man. Ask Feasel.
Nope.
I didn't make it. Wait.
What?
What?
Do you want us to... What? So, do we want to just skip over it then, as far as... Because the video's there. No video.
This is one of Green's, isn't it?
One of Green's, apparently.
Yeah, it is.
But I'll just read out this comment anyway.
All right.
It says, it's filled with great AI manipulation and amazing non-lethal boss kills. European Extreme means being spotted is an automatic game over, and Foxhound rank needs no kills, no alerts. Under 5 hours in one sitting. Using the box makes you run faster, and stunning a boss with a flashbang does not deplete health but stamina instead. So basically, it's a perfect stealth run.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So it's 121.53.
Why is the category like 500 characters long? Just like Super Stealth Run or something.
Yeah.
Like, no.
European Extreme Difficulty Foxhound rank.
Alright, so shall we leave this video, and if you want to try and grab a hold of it and show it later or something, that's the best way, or just...
Yeah, let's do that. If we can find it, we'll play it at the end.
Yeah.
Alright, Rustin, do you want to talk about this one instead?
Sure. I guess
this is the game you know a thing or two about. Ninja Gaiden 2.
Okay, so here's Ninja Gaiden 2 by our friend Arcus in 3 seconds faster than my time. Let's get this video going. Which is probably going to look like as if it was one of my runs, because it's pretty much all the same techniques. I think instead of making 5 mistakes like I did, he made, I want to say 3 mistakes instead. So it's down to pretty much counting your mistakes. But it's a good run. You know,
what do you think?
Two less mistakes. Like, it's good. I mean, it's like literally. Okay, so that technique was a little different than what I do, but it's about the same amount of time. Now that boosting off of that last bat is, I think, the one thing in the entire run that I don't do. Okay, he gets that ledge grab, so he saves 1 second on me in this stage.
So it's basically just slightly better, cleaner version of the previous existing run, and it's time shaved off in that sense by that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, literally. I mean, this game is pretty cut and dry at this point. I mean, like when I see this run, I see me playing it. Basically, I mean, it's the same tricks. Everything is identical. Like,
yeah.
Except for the one trick I pointed out in 3 and 4-1. And then, like, he messes up in slightly different spots than I mess up, and obviously he messes up a little less. Okay, in 7-1, I think... Oh, my time's actually... Whoa. Oh, 2:07 in 7-1. Wow. So 7-1 was 3 seconds slower than mine.
Oh, shit.
Huh. Cool.
Huh.
So, what's your plan with this? Are you just still going to sit around and watch people play it for a while, or you want to get back on it?
Oh, the plan.
And do you know what his plan is?
Done. Like,
you're still playing? All right.
You know, I wanted to beat Hodorubi's 1044.
Yeah,
I did. I'm not really interested in grinding out this game forever and ripping my hair out. Yeah. So, it was a really good run by Arcus. I mean, it's a really hard game to play, and I know he's been at it for a while, but I did manage to have the record for like 3 weeks. So, yay.
Yeah, so, good job.
Congrats to Arcus. He also does Ninja Gaiden 1, and he's the only other person besides EXO, I think, with sub 12.
Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, next up, Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. Just to check, Mecha Aftermath. Have any of you played this? Have either of you, rather?
I haven't.
Mecha.
That works, so I haven't. But
all right, you're going to do it anyway, Mecha. You haven't spoken in a bit.
All right. All right, so this is Onimusha Dawn of Dreams on PS2, normal, or New Game Plus, and 206.37 by Oblimix. It says here, I'm still a novice at speedrunning this game, but I'm also the only one running this category. I tend to prove my time, and I strongly believe that getting under 2 hours is possible. The run had a couple of time wasters, but there's no major mistakes.
So I don't really familiar with which one this is. I'm pretty sure it's not the Genre No one. But,
so this is the last one of the first series of them. I think they made this in 2006. Like they made a bunch of them before that, and then they had a new one that was released like last year or something like that.
Wait, really?
And yeah, something like that. Something in the series. But this one is I actually don't know anything about the other ones, but this one is interesting because you got like 2 characters, and you have to sort of like swap between them to solve the puzzles. You know, you have to coordinate between them, and one of the characters has kind of a grappling hook and whatnot. But it's sort of like a combination of puzzle game and beat 'em up. And I think this is made by Capcom.
Yes,
I'm pretty
Capcom,
sure. Generally pretty good quality games from them.
Yeah.
So it looks pretty neat.
Does this one have a one-hit kill thing like one of the other Onimushas does?
I don't know.
There was like if you perfectly execute something or another, it's just a one-hit kill. I guess no.
I didn't see any of that when I was making a highlight, but
alright. You would know because the enemy just fucking dies. It's as it sounds, really. Yeah, I never actually played any of the Onimusha games. They're a bit too Resident Evil for my tastes.
Huh.
I mean, you know what I mean. Look at that. But yeah, so this is a 20637. Has he been working on this for a while? Did he say, or because we haven't seen it on the show before, so.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I hadn't seen it before this week.
Why am I doing? I'm just going to play the intro theme. I don't care.
All right. So yeah, good job, Oblimix. Next up, the Portal. Okay, you didn't actually. I just had to make sure that when you said that, you weren't actually going to do it.
Oh well, we got some easy
He's ending the show right now.
Don't worry.
The
Quick ad
Portal.
break, play the intro.
The Portal any percent now out of bounds got improved again. This is 14 minutes 18 by Azure, and that'll be game time, I believe. No loads, right? I don't really know.
Probably. It's a pretty short amount of time for real time.
I think like not much came off, like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, something like that. But
I think that said 0.1 seconds.
Oh really?
That's what he told me. Yep.
So, yeah. All I know is that this is already a hard enough run to do as it is, so if he's improving stuff, I don't really know where it's coming from. And this is no script, right?
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually know this runner before I saw this run. Is he new to the scene, or is this just the first time he was on the show?
I think he was on before, last week, wasn't he?
I thought that
That's
was...
a good question.
I don't think so.
I don't know if I recall the name either.
Yeah, I didn't recognize Azure from last week, but... yeah, anyway, Portal's really...
I'm mesmerized by watching this.
Yeah,
it's just so tight. And I love the speed that he gets.
Portal is the ultimate distraction.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's just posted a correction in here. This is the old run. Sully is the one that beat Azure by 6 frames.
Oh, so Sully has the time now.
What? Really? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. 6 frames.
0.105 seconds.
How did we miss that? Did he submit it anyways, or?
He sent me a message here 40 minutes after the show started, and I just saw it.
Okay.
Oh.
Fair enough. But anyway, congratulations to Azure anyway, and congratulations back to Sully JHF. Hope to see a little battle for this record. See, I mean, I'm not really sure how much can come off of this. I can't imagine this game, but regardless. Next up is Rage. I heard this one has a long comment, so we're going to get feasel to do this one.
Okay.
The Bee
Obviously.
Woods.
All right.
Have
So
fun
we
with
have,
that game.
Oh, the clip is only 56
Yeah.
seconds, man. You
so we
better
have
get going.
Rage.
Oh, dude, go.
Go, go. Oh my gosh. All right, we have Rage in 156.37 by B Woods. This is a PC game and playing it on easy mode. And we have load faster, please.
Oh, God.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, how am I going to read all this? What the heck? I'm just going to read
wasting
every
time.
fifth word. So
I can
he says,
summarize
I was
it.
considering not submitting it since there have been several skips that have been discovered to make this run obsolete. Still, nobody's put together a full run just yet, so I'll go ahead and submit this to the show in order to highlight the progress the Rage speedrunners are making. Let's see. The game, while it's straightforward, has a lot of potential tricks and potential for tricks and speedrunning in general. If anyone has seen an id Tech engine game, then you should be aware of strafe jumping. The technique is alive and well in Rage, but like with every incarnation of the id Tech engine, it is slightly different. Depending on what kind of surface you're on, hard or soft, the timing of the strafe jump changes. On soft surfaces, you have to press jump at the apex of your jump, while on hard surfaces, your jump has to be almost as soon as you hit the ground. It makes strafing very challenging in this game.
Dude, I'm bad at this thing here. Just fire me.
Wow, like we're playing the end. Is it really all over? I can't believe I spent the next 45 minutes reading this.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, do you want to post
I'll
that?
paste the paste so
Yeah,
people
paste
can
it in
read
the
that
chat.
themselves.
They can
yeah,
read
there
it.
you go.
It's another
quite
essay,
detailed.
but I had something to say. Yeah, can we try not to put an FPS highlight video after a Portal highlight video? Because I was watching that and I was like, I don't get it. He's not like going through the wall or shooting the gun at shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was so
Oh, sure.
expecting, confused.
Anything we can do to make this show less confusing for you, of
Yeah.
course. Flicky.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Super Bonk, SNES,
man. That's your
Japanese
favorite
version.
game.
Dude, Super Bonk.
Super fun.
I spent the week.
Spectacular.
I spent the week with Super Bonk, so I'm not finding it quite as funny as I did last week. But
Oh,
it's 2734 by Jeff Rose Ledger. So congratulations, buddy, Super Bonk.
it's so good. Oh man, that bonk. Hey, you just move right on, but I want to talk about how great bonk is, dude. Bonk is the shit.
Yeah,
Thank you,
dude, you
for
would
bonk.
want to spend more time on the Bonk, but to be honest, I'm quite tired, and I'd just rather go to sleep. So
Fine, you dream about bonk, but come see me when you want to get real, man.
Oh, Super. Come see me when you want to get real.
I don't know, man. Just go, dude. You had it. You were like almost there.
PJ, talk about Mario Land. I almost got through Bonk. I almost did it. PJ, Mario Land, let's go.
Who's doing this? Me?
Yeah,
Sorry. Alright, so the Tycon got Super Mario Land record. This is the any percent category. A 1236.85. He says, I'm really happy with this run. Beats the previous record by 9 seconds.
Whoa.
One or two very small mistakes and pretty good luck, too. I also almost died on both of the auto-scrollers, but whatever.
So isn't...
I always like to use that as, like, the true measure of a speedrunner. What they do during an auto-scroller.
Yeah. That's become an art now, that's the thing. So,
Yeah.
The art of screwing around.
was this... So NES had this originally, right? And then...
Yeah, I thought NES was like a 10 or 1250 something. 1258.
Yeah. And did Mug beat it? Was it Mug or somebody else?
Let me do a quick
I would believe you if
search.
you said it was Mug.
I'm thinking
It
it
was
was Mug.
Mug.
It was Mug. Dang.
Yep,
But then
it was. Good
Tycho,
call.
different guy, came out and
Yeah.
nabbed it out from underneath him. So,
Uh-huh.
for those of you who haven't played this game, I love it. Whoa, wait, what?
This game's so
Yeah,
good.
don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I really love
fine.
this game, but then again, it was the first platformer I ever played, so I have no idea how it holds up compared to...
It's actually kind of fun, but when you're speedrunning it, like the fact that there's all this auto-scrolling stuff is kind of annoying.
You have to stop in the speedrun too, which is unusual.
Like,
I remember
Wait.
there was one point where Ness was playing and just fell through the floor.
Oh,
across the
yeah.
run.
Yeah.
oh, wow.
There's the blocks that drop down when you stand on them, and he just fell right through them. That was good. But one thing about this game, every boss has the instant kill switch that Bowser has in the first Mario. Every single one.
Dude, and it's Mario with shmup levels. I mean, how great can you be?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
With
Tailspin meets Super Mario Land.
he's got a plane one and there's one in a submarine.
Yeah.
Really. And your final boss is a cloud, right? As far as I recall. Oh, well, I got that wrong.
And then when you get like the fake princess, it's not like Princess is another castle. Your princess is a fucking monster and turns into a spider.
Yeah.
And this music turns on.
Dude,
It's like
Mario. Yeah.
Man, it's fucking frightening.
Daisy.
Oh, dude, this game.
It's
So
like,
good.
Oh, Daisy, Daisy.
and yeah, like you were about to take home like a moth or something. I don't know. But anyway, on from an old Mario game to a less old Mario game, we got. How's that for a segue, right? Full marks.
Well done.
Super Mario Sunshine on the GameCube Nintendo. Any percent, 131.27 by a Samurai Man. Now, I believe that one of the Japanese guys beat his time, or beat their own time, and then Samu beat the new time this week, right? That's what I think happened. So, Samu nabbed it out. He says, I'm happy to finally get the world record after putting a lot of effort for this game. I'm still going to run this game. Cool. My dream goal is always going to be sub 130 for any percent. Also, I will get back on 100% when I rerouted it and got the Japanese version. Also, Sunday Sequence Break, keep up the good work with the show. Well, thank you, Samurai Man. But he has been working a lot on this game for quite a while as well, so...
Yeah.
Considering when he started, he was sort of several minutes behind the Japanese guys, and I mean, he's been streaming this a lot the last few weeks. When you see a guy who's like, streaming when I leave for work and streaming when I get home from work, like, I'm generally pretty impressed by their dedication. But,
yeah. This looks like an infuriating game to run, too, because the intro is a million years long.
oh, yeah. Chasing, and you got to chase down Mario and that, and dude, look at these.
There's like the whole cutscene where you arrive and get imprisoned and have to listen to the flood.
Yeah, Flood. He has a very annoying voice.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look how slick this video is. I love it.
I know.
Yeah.
This is Green's work here.
Yeah. Did you guess that? Did you guess?
In case you can tell, it's not a randomly thrown together set of clips, so it isn't one that I made.
This is just like, this is how the game actually looks. It has these random breaking news things in the corner.
So good.
Yeah.
I love how every time I watch this game, I do see him pick up a piece of fruit or something like that and do something stupid with it. Or go through a wall, throw it at a boss, doesn't matter, like... Dude, look at this camera. How horrible is this?
I love when he just puts a melon next to a wall and then ends up through the wall.
Yeah.
All right, melon, you sit right here.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, these special stages are insane. Like, no floods and constant stupid shit like this. Oh, dang. Yeah, Oh man, look at that. Alright, so congratulations, Samurai. I'm glad to see you finally get that one. I know you've been grinding away at that for months, so good job. Next up, the Super Meat... Ooh, okay, cool. Super Meat Boy, PC 106% in 131.22 by Takuji. That's pretty cool.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah. It's finally got a run I was decently pleased with. Most of the run was pretty good with no major chokes and some minor fails here and there. Glitch Girl is very cooperative with 4 out of 6 on the way and 20 deaths in total. Well, that's not bad.
Wow.
Yeah. It obviously could have been better, but you can't ask for much more. I'll probably set this category aside for a while and work on some other games categories until someone beats my time. So Takuji's a really good IL runner of Meat Boy. And, yeah, that's crazy. I didn't realize he was working on it, so...
What was the
I didn't know that either.
It was one.
It was Breakdowns one,
wasn't it?
Well, Breakdowns.
I thought it was in the
360.
140s.
What's the difference? Like,
Breakdown had 142.55.
Yeah.
But I think PC is a tiny bit faster or something.
PC is definitely faster, but not by that amount. Wow.
Yeah. Also, aren't there extra stages or something in the PC, or maybe not in the real run or something? I'm not really sure.
I don't know about
I can download some if there are, but I don't recall.
I think it has characters. I think the
there's
stages are the
more
same.
characters, aren't there? Yeah, but
Because it's 106%, so there's still the same number of
It's
things
still
that
the
you
same
have to
percent,
do.
yeah.
PC gets the ridiculously powerful, what is it, Steve from Minecraft, but I don't think he's actually useful in a speedrun. I don't know. Although there is a few stages where you can just punch through the blocks and go through, but anyway. Yeah, congratulations, Sakuji. Oh.
EXO approves of this time.
Oh, really?
That's not, the highest compliment for Super Meat Boy.
Yeah, that's
wow.
pretty good one. So yeah, congratulations, Sakuji. Glad to see it. Super Metroid SNES US version, 80%, 4632 by Garrison.
I like the enthusiasm of this. Super Metroid.
With Gary, he's got it.
Yeah.
They all do it.
Whatever.
So is this a 30?
Super Metroid, that's old hat.
No, this is not a 30. Actually, like they
it's not a 30.
No, they thought like
really?
getting like 46, like 37 would have been a 30, but
like, dude,
even at this time, it's not.
Already below. Oh my god, the massive deer forcing. What in the hell?
I know.
So
Garrison still wants
love
to
it.
improve this by, I think he said like 3 seconds or so. I'm not sure if that was arbitrarily chosen, but he still wants to improve it by a little bit, and that's the important thing. So he's not done.
3 seconds.
So I was just going with the fact that until Garrison's happy, we're not going to talk about this game in much detail. The chat already know what to do, so it's all good.
I can't see chat. Give me a Deer Force. I want some Deer Force there.
There's loads. There's loads of different. Just for you, Duckfist. All for you. All right. Next up, PJ. You got this. This is all you. I don't know how much you love.
All right.
I don't know what
Yes.
it is, but
All right. So we've got The Little
WSB
Mermaid on Game Boy. 90% in 812 by Dugong. I guess fresh off his conquest of The Little Mermaid for NES. Here we are, Game Boy. I didn't even know that this existed. I should have just asked Bangera. I'm sure he knows. But, yeah. Actually, it looks like much of the same game. Collect shells to open up chests. You get power-ups to power up your bubbles. Grab enemies and throw them at stuff to kill them.
Another like unexpectedly awesome
Even-
Disney platformer.
Yeah, this actually looks pretty good. These look like
Yeah,
the
it
same
does.
levels even. I recognize these screens.
I like how like
Wow. It
Ariel's
might actually
sprite
be-
doesn't take up half the screen like most Game Boy platformers.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder... Yeah, these are the same levels. I wonder where the extra time came from, because I think it's like a minute slower than his NES run.
doesn't the Game Boy just generally run a bit slower?
Possibly. I mean, it
I
runs
don't
at
know.
lower frame rate.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. But, yeah, I mean, it's The Little Mermaid,
Yep.
right?
The Little
The
Mermaid.
comment is the best part. That's
What does it say? Do you want to read it for us?
I gotta get all them mermaid records.
I understand that feeling. You got to get all them mermaid records.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, he's
Sound
flopped
cool.
out onto the land, look.
Yeah.
I also like the swimming with shells thing. I don't know where I've seen that before, but it just seems like a good idea. to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. It probably would make you swim quicker, I would say.
Oop.
Well, there it is.
Yeah.
I also like the Rescue Rangers idea of taking round objects and throwing them at bosses until they die.
Yeah. It doesn't
Genius.
bounce off the ceiling
yeah.
back at you, though.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Bang. There you go. All right. Before we go on our last little spree of the last few records, Aftermath and Mecha, do you want to talk about Mickey, Magical Quest? Have either of you played it? Please say yes.
I haven't played it, but I'll go ahead and talk about it.
Oh, this
Perfect.
game is so
Absolutely
awesome.
perfect.
This game is so good.
You know, you're not allowed.
Yeah, this game is
Only,
spectacular.
no, you either, PJ. Be
Dude,
quiet.
this
That's
game.
it. I'm done.
If you guys haven't played this
hanging
game,
up.
you should play this. I shortened it. It's actually Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. But okay, I'm stealing your thunder. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so it's Mickey Magical Quest with the title shortened to fit. That's on Super Nintendo, US version, any percent in 16 minutes 35 seconds by Fisher Rob. It says he beat his SDA time by 20 seconds. Wow, or 21 seconds even. Wow.
Crazy.
And I think there's a good video to go along with this, possibly.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna set
believe
up.
there is.
If you would like a fun fact about Fisher Rob, he's secretly in amazing shape. Like, we're talking 6-pack, ripped, low body fat, can run like 200 miles. It's crazy. Yeah. He's one of the guys doesn't need team fit to stay in shape.
Speedrunning takes
I'm
good
not gonna ask
core
how you
strength.
know that.
Yeah. So did you say, how did I know that? Or...
I said I'm not going to ask how you know that. Just
Oh.
going to accept it.
Dude,
And,
we went to the gym together. And like,
Oh,
I
he
was
did
like,
go? Okay.
yeah, I was like, oh hey, Rob, what's going on? And I was like, holy fuck, dude. It was good. It was humbling. We did planks in a row, and it was one of the most strange experiences of my life. How was it? It was me, Peaches, Rob,
Oh man.
and Caleb. I think it was us. Maybe there was one
Sorry,
more.
this boss scared the shit out of me as a kid. Like, it's so frightening.
Yeah,
Look at
same.
that thing, man.
What is it, a spider?
Yeah.
It's like
Get under the
Pete's
block.
head on
Oh,
this.
dude.
Yeah, it turns red and shit. It's like, ugh.
Oh, man.
Isn't there a kill? I think he did the kill at the other AGDQ, 2012 maybe. You can like get him underneath the block, and you can just do the
Look how,
kid
like,
chameleon strat where you bounce between it.
I like how disappointed he looked when he dies. He's like, God damn it.
It's a mad good game though. His SCA run was fantastic. So I'm amazed he was able to beat it by 21 seconds.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Next up, Majora's Mask on Wii, 100%, 533.53 by NNOP112, who says, this run had the worst RNG out of all my world record runs. I estimate a 4-minute loss to RNG, as I didn't get damper luck. I had to fetch more fish for the fish heart piece, and I got doggy heart piece second try. Seeing as I got a world record, this is the best run in terms of gameplay. Although I did make some bad mistakes, I will get a sub 530 soon.
That's
Good job. That's probably, he promised it, so it's going to happen. So good job, Airnop. Next up, Tomba and Tomba 2 both had time. So we had Tomba 1 on the show last week, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, recently.
So,
Mecha knows these games.
Yeah?
I haven't seen the run for Tomba 1 yet, but
That's cool, because he didn't leave a comment, and we showed it last week. So you can talk right about it. Actually, well, I'll just go over one quickly. Hang on. So it was 1 hour and 1 minute, 22 seconds by Zorovi, which beats last week's time by 2 minutes or so?
Oh, 2 minutes.
By some amount.
Some amount. All right, perfect. Tomba 2. Go Tomba 2.
All right, this is Tomba 2 80% by Caveman DCJ and hour 25 and 41. Says here, people were telling me that Tomba 1 was a lot better than Tomba 2. They were correct. That is true. They're completely different, as you can see. Like, Tomba 2's kind of the same concept, but it's in 3D. The one, like, off-putting thing about the game is that the cutscenes are ridiculously long, and you can't skip any of them. So, literally half the game is just cutscenes. And it says here, it actually beats the segmented run on SCA, so that's really impressive.
Wow.
Bang, that boss
Potato acquired.
Yeah, the flying squirrel suit.
That's the word I use to describe when I get potatoes. You acquired potato, yeah.
Yeah, so when you get the flying squirrel suit, the game just becomes a joke because you fly everywhere. It's way too powerful. Yeah, this Tumble 1 and 2, they're really, really fun games, and my favorite PS1 games, so I definitely recommend them.
This angle looks awkward to deal with.
They look very different, the Tumble 1 and 2.
Yeah, this is strange.
I looked at the two of them back to back, and
yeah, I haven't even
I could have hardly guessed they were the same series.
Yeah,
It seems
I haven't
less
even
like
seen a
side-scrolly than Tomba 1.
Oh, but
It's the same.
It's still not
the same concept where you like complete missions and stuff, but yeah, the style is completely different.
Yeah, Tumble 1's more like a 2.5D kind of game.
Yeah.
I dread to think how hard it is to find a copy of Tomba 2, seeing as Tomba 1's already gold dust. At least it is in Europe.
I believe Tumble 1's on the PS Marketplace too, and I don't think this one is. But This one's a lot, probably half the price, like for the PS1 version and Tumble 1. The Tumble 1 goes for like $80 to $100, and Tumble 2 is like about 40 or 50.
All right.
But I'd say it's worth it. I really enjoyed these two games.
Yeah, if you're sitting on a copy of Tumble 1 and are short on cash, you can get a good price for it. Definitely.
Yeah.
Dang.
So when you say these are your favorite PS1 games,
yeah, out of how many is that? Yeah. He means after
4.
Frogger He's Back. Absolutely.
yeah, Frogger He's Back is at the top.
Well, yeah, that's way above everything. This is like,
Okay, good.
yeah.
All right.
Just making sure I don't have to drive to your house and destroy you after this show.
All right, cool. So that's all the records and personal bests wrapped up for this week. Remember, if you have any or you know of any, please send us them to thesundaysequencebreak@gmail.com or alternatively tssbreak@gmail.com. You can also PM the show if you want to on Twitch or find us. A warning to those who are sending me email messages on my personal Twitch. I haven't checked that in ages and found a message in there from ages ago from a guy.
Yeah, same. I'm really bad about
so,
checking my Twitch message box.
Yeah, so we would suggest those ones. If you email the address, you will absolutely get on the show. If not, we're going to fire Arcano and get someone else. But speaking of Arcano, we would like to thank Arcano for helping us with getting all the records sorted, Green K4 for making some awesome highlight videos, Tomper for all the stuff he's done for us before, and Hitmanity who's working on some cool stuff for us. We'd also like to thank Shiro from Team Liquid, who has made our Twitter page all nice and pretty. You can follow us at TSSBreak, and hopefully you'll see some of their artwork on our stream very soon as we upgrade and improve pretty stuff. If you would like to help out in any way, just shoot us a message. If you have any ideas how you can help, just send us a message anyway, and we'll, we're pretty much happy with anything, right? We're not going to turn away help. No way.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah, and if you want to help but you don't know what to do, just message anyway, and we're sure we can find something out.
And I'm posting Green's channel in the chat here. He's playing ActRaiser 2 and Double Dragon Neon, so if you like that, go watch his stream and follow him too. And thank you to all the people who are helpers.
Yep. We'd also like to mention, seeing as this is the news section of the show that we're about to wrap up, ESA has dates now, the 15th to the 21st of July, right? In Shervda, or something along those lines. Close enough. I wrote Skoda down here, so that wasn't even close.
Now, what is that date with respect
not
to
correct, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
the SGDQ date?
A week before, right? Or 2 weeks before. It's something like that.
Okay, so very close.
Very close, yes. That is ESA, or the delightfully named European Speedsters Assembly.
I kind of like that.
I kind of don't.
Oh, well.
I think it's cute. I'll put it that way. All right, so is that everything?
I have two things that I wanted to mention. The honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Well, okay, three things then. The first two honorable mentions as far as records. I don't know if we mentioned that Zost's low percent run, Super Metroid, I think it got kind of drowned out. But I believe that was like 58-22. Is that, if I have the right time, if I didn't copy-paste the wrong thing? Mm-hmm. I'd also like to point out that ProJan beat the Zelda 2 New Game Plus, the best run that has a video, which is Arctic Eagle's run that's on SDA. There's a faster time that was claimed on Twin Galaxies, but, Twin Galaxies accepted it, but the video is not available by Rodrigo, which is right now about 30 seconds faster than ProJan's best time, but I have a feeling he'll be able to cut the, whatever it is, 39:53, I think, for Rodrigo's time pretty soon. So watch his stream for that, ProJan. I'd also like to point out the Twin Galaxies is, I guess, apparently back online, and so their database is available. You can go and look at these things.
Sure are.
It's pretty neat. I think they may have consolidated categories in a few cases, though, because some things don't quite seem to match up as far as the rules and the times that are there, but I could be wrong.
All right. And there's another special thing you would like to announce, right?
Special announcement. Yes, I would love to tell you about it. So this is something we've been working on for a while. You guys should watch this channel Thursday evening this week at 9 p.m. Eastern time on this channel here. So TSSB is going to be testing out a new idea that we're developing for a competition-based show. The idea is we want to have players come on the show and compete with each other and play games that they've had only a limited amount of time to learn, so everyone is basically on equal footing. And we want to do a pilot episode of this on Thursday with 4 players. We've got Dram55 and Garrison, who have kindly volunteered to join us for this, along with our own PJ and Duckfist, who are going to be competing. And so the 4 of them are going to play against each other in several different games. One of the games that's already been revealed is Bionic Commando, which these guys are all learning right now. There's going to be 2 other games, which are mystery games that aren't going to be revealed until the night of the show. So there's going to be some last minute, learning to get up to speed in a short period of time. But basically it's kind of an experiment. We're not sure how it's going to turn out yet, but it should be fun either way. I'm assuming it all goes well. We want to start looking for contestants and making it a regular weekly thing, maybe doing a whole season of these matches, and if there's enough interest, doing a tournament or something like that. But anyway, check it out this Thursday, 9 p.m., and hopefully it'll be a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's 9 p.m. Eastern, right?
Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
So if you love the show but hate me, I will be sleeping. Actually, I might not be. That's a good point, because I got Friday off, but fuck that. Anyway, go check that out. This is something Feasel has been working on very hard. PJ and Duckfist have been helping him out a bunch. I've sort of stayed out of it because I'm doing something else, a bit different. But do check it out. It's a really cool idea. Feasel, I remember he told us all about it, and we were like, that sounds freaking awesome. So,
it was kind of hard to wrap your head around just like the format, but once it gets going, it's pretty cool. Like, as the competitor, it was a lot of fun when we did our practice match. Like, I had a blast.
Yeah, we did sort of practice.
Yeah, it was really good.
But yeah, check it out. And as Duckfist said, it might be a bit confusing hearing about it, but go check that out. So that is this Thursday. That's the 7th. Of March.
So this is definitely like a weekly kind of competitive, like kind of side show of the Sunday Secret Break, if I'm kind of describing that right. And do we have a name for this yet? Do we have an official name?
Name to be announced.
Names to be announced.
The working title is Late Night. Is it Easy Feezy's Late Night Sexy Cast? Is the current one.
What was it?
Easy Feezy's Late Night Speedrun Thunderdome.
That's it.
Thunderdome. There you go.
The Thursday Thunder. No, whatever. Anyway, so go check that out. It's going to be cool. It'll be on the same channel you're watching right now, so no difference there.
Yes.
One last thing. We're going to be running the 3 minutes of ads once the show's done at the end of the outro. So please, if you want to support the show in any way, I guess just leave it running. We don't like to play ads during the show because it kind of breaks it up a bit. So, yeah.
Okay,
if you want to throw a few cents our way.
So should I keep the stream
help us support the web server?
A little bit of a...
Yeah.
Yeah, you should probably keep it up, because I think it doesn't work if you don't.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Cool.
But, okay, cool. Raid? We got a raid to do as well.
Yeah, let's give our shout-outs to our two guests, and then we'll raid it up.
Dang it, you're right. Okay, Aftermath and Mecha Richter. Aftermath first, yeah.
Okay, I'll give shout-outs to Aflox, Adam A.K. Zaspat, and everyone else in our Rift chat. Just keep being better than everyone else.
Are you playing Terra and Rift?
No, it's just the title of it is now changed to the Rift.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Mecha?
I'd like to give a shout out to the channel #Castlevania on IRC. And basically everybody who's been just crushing lately.
Mm-hmm.
So
perfect.
Yeah.
Good job. Any last things you guys would like to say before we mention what's next week as well? Duckfist, Feasel, PJ, any last? Okay, cool.
Don't miss Thursday. It's going to be awesome. Yep.
Yeah, don't miss Thursday. Go check that out.
Don't miss it.
Yeah.
And next Sunday will be Zelda 2, correct, Feasel?
Oh, nice.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
It's Zelda 2 with Arctic Eagle and ProJN, is that correct?
There's going to be a lot of Swedish swag in one place.
That's going to be a lot of Swedish swag. So go check that one out next Sunday, and yeah, definitely check out this Thursday. If you want to support the show, watch the ads at the end of the show. And right now we're going to go raid Duckfist. I think you've decided, hadn't you?
Yes, our raid target for today is Zost. That's twitch.tv/Zosty. Please go spam that and give him a hello from the Sunday Sequence Break.
Give him your love
Give me
for being awesome at low percent
Yeah.
Super Metroid.
Yeah.
Record taking.
This
Perfect.
guy's a Super Metroid
All right,
beast.
cool.
So thanks for watching, everybody. Good stuff.
Thanks very much. Thanks to our guests. See you next time.
Yep. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Hey guys.
Why is this category such a long title? Metal Gear Solid 3. It's European Extreme Difficulty Foxhound Rank 80%. That is not going to fit on the page, man.